Rajiv. So we are moving forward in the series of Master Conversationalist or how to become a master in conversation. Today I'm going to move forward also in the storytelling thing. So there are different types of stories. Based on the context, their types varies. So today I'm going to talk about only two types of stories: prevalent stories and non-prevalent stories. That is conventional stories which we are getting from our forefathers, and they are in the books and nobody denies their authenticity generally. And there are stories which are non-conventional, which we get it from our experiences, other personal experiences, or they are not that famous. We take it from some book that we have read, but others might not be knowing it. So the only challenge will remain that how to use them. Most of the time, actually, we should know the subject of the conversation, what is the context of the conversation, and to bring the variety, we just starts telling a story to the listeners. Now, telling the story doesn't mean that you'll have to be very mundane, you'll have to be non-dramatical, you'll have to create some vivid pictures, and you'll have to obviously keep relax your body, smile, have your body gesture right, facial expression also should be calm, and have movement says everything. So you'll have to take care of everything while speaking the story. And yes, the stories should have pauses, should have validation from the speaker, sorry, listeners, that how they're getting it. Are they really involved in the story, or are they not listening to it? Is their attention strained? You'll have to bring it back very cunningly, very slyly. For that, actually, there are some techniques. I'm going to cover those techniques later in the series, but today I'm going to end actually by saying that storytelling is important thing, and yes, always think about what is the subject before involving the story in the conversation. And bringing a story means that you are going to prolong the conversation. If you want to cut short the conversation, obviously then you'll keep on saying a few words, few sentences without involving anything where actual listener gets interested, and you can easily cut short the conversation. But to keep the listener involved in the conversation, obviously you'll have to bring the variety, and one of the variety is through story. And generally, when you say any conventional story, the engagement gets faster, but at times it gets boring as well because listener might already know. So you'll have to bring in the some varied context. Like even in the hare and tortoise stories, it's very rudimentary story and everybody knows about it. But you can change the context. For example, you can say that there is a software engineer and there is a iron a smith who actually works very slow, but software engineer works very fast. And so but actually when some manual labor has been given to the both of them, the software guy was diligently doing it, but the iron smith was not doing it because he knew that a software engineer will fail to do the manual work, so I'll do it later on, and he just put it off. And later on when he uh, about to discover that what he has to do, by now actually the software engineer has already completed that work because he was persistent. So this was anecdote you have, you might provide to some kid children, or somewhere who needs a motivation and they're procrastinating the things. So it will be up to you how to use the story. So storytelling is a, I'll say it's an art. You should use it very effectively and very judiciously as well. So I'm going to stop it here. Thank you so much for listening. And yes, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Take care. Have a nice day.